Hey everybody, it's Clay the Old School Gamer, and today I'm bringing you a game of Team Deathmatch here on the map of Havana, and I'm going to go ahead and go over my class setup here. Since my last commentary, I'm going to try to make it a point, just so you guys don't have to ask, I go over my class setup with you guys. So I'm running, this is my Russian class, which I told you in my last commentary was a class that I wanted to be able to bring you just because it's such a fast-paced class and fun to play with. And so this one in particular, I'm running with the Stakeout with a grip. My perks is I'm running Hardline Pro, Sleight of Hand Pro, and Marathon Pro. And then I've got Concussion Grenades, Frag Grenades, and Jammer. And like I said, this is my Russian class, and it's just fast-paced and fun. It allows me to go to the traffic rather than me sitting back and waiting patiently for the traffic to come to me. Because, like I said, I am not a very patient person. So, anyway, on to the main topic at hand. There's a few things that I wanted to talk about today. Actually, all that relate to the same subject matter, and that is making a transition between high school and college. And I've heard commentaries on these things before, but what I really wanted to go over was just the fact that there were things that I thought personally helped me a lot making that transition, and things that helped me out through college, I guess, and things that I had to learn on my own that were really just never taught to me. And so I wanted to share those with you guys. And number one is learning how to cook. I mean, I lived off of ramen noodles. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I love me some ramen noodles, but they are not the best food in the world for anybody. And they're tasty, but there's better ways to eat. And if I had really known how to cook whenever I was entering into college, I think it would have, one, saved me money in the long run, and number two, it would have helped me with some of the other points that I'm going to hit on today. So, you know, whenever you're learning how to eat, it needs to be one where you're actually not only learning how to cook, but learning how to cook food that is healthy and tasty. So you can typically if you go out to eat, you get one of two things. You get food that's quick, that's cheap, and that's not very good for you. Or two, you get a menu that you can pick from and customize and making it somewhat healthy, but then you also run into the problem of it being a little heavy on the pocketbook. And so there's a lot more that you really need to think about whenever you're just going out to eat, other than the taste and calories. The fat, the carbs, the sodium, the fiber, the proteins, the sugars, all these things go into your food, and with the proper combinations, they can help contribute to a balanced diet. And man, I tell you, I love Taco Bell just as much as probably. In fact, Taco Bell is actually my favorite restaurant. But ordering from the Fresca menu all day long, every day, although it's better for you, it's still not ideal and still not balanced. So what really set me off on figuring out how to eat and what I needed to look for whenever I was cooking was I did a Body for Life challenge, and they actually have a cookbook for this, and I'll leave a link for this cookbook in the description, but it's called Eating for Life, and it's a really good little program. It's not something I'm pushing or suggesting, but as far as the cookbook goes, it gives you a lot of good little recipes that you can do in a short amount of time that is healthy and tastes good. And so I will share you guys a link in that description and encourage you guys to check it out. If you guys have any questions, feel free to just let me know. The second thing, and probably that I want to talk about, and probably absolutely the most beneficial thing that I have learned and continue to use to this day daily, is learning how to keep good finances. Especially keeping a budget. I mean, you go to college, and all of a sudden you don't have anybody really holding you accountable for much of anything, including your finances. And so one of the things that I had to do was I had to learn how to take care of these on my own whenever I went to college. And you know, I mean, it's things like balancing a checkbook. You know, I mean, I had done it off and on, but never did matter if I kept it correct or not, because I knew exactly how much money I was having and how much, you know, where it was going. But whenever you get to to college and you're having to keep up with that budget on a daily basis, it really becomes important, and it's not something that they ever taught us in school. So I had to learn on my own. And it was, like I said, college was the first time that I had the complete freedom to do that. And there's much more to making and keeping an accurate budget than I can really go over in this commentary. But once again, I'm going to suggest somebody to check out. His name is Dave Ramsey. He is primarily known for keeping people or getting people out of debt. He's actually, become a millionaire, and he'll tell you a story, and then went bankrupt and filed for bankruptcy, and ended up compiling just a bunch of knowledge that he had put together, learning the hard way, on finances. And the thing is it doesn't just go over budget. He goes over absolutely everything that has to do with keeping a budget, which is great, because there are a lot of things that you will use on a daily basis that he goes over, that is just really important and good to know. And I actually have one of his books, The Total Money Makeover, and I've actually got a bunch of copies of these books. So if you guys watch the commentary and think that this is something that you might want to look into, send me a message and let me know. I've got some copies, and I'd be happy to send you a copy of it, as long as, number one, you promise to read it, and number two, if there's somebody else that you know that wants it, hand it off to them and let them use it if they need to. And like I said, it goes over anything and everything that you could possibly want to know about finances, and I encourage you guys to check it out. Number three, man, find an activity you like and stay active. I was burning thousands of calories whenever I was in high school playing football. And once I made it to college, all of a sudden I didn't have this activity where I was out doing 2 days in 115-degree weather like we've had recently, and burning off thousands and thousands of calories, and couldn't figure out why I was gaining weight whenever I was used to going out and ordering a large pepperoni pizza for myself and eating it. As football players are encouraged to gain weight, and I just never could do it in high school. But then again, I was burning 10,000 calories or so a day, and whenever I wasn't as active, all of a sudden those calories started to pack on. So there's plenty of stuff, plenty of activities that you can do in college. Including intramural sports. I actually got into playing rugby. My strength in sports was always my strength. I was always big and strong, and not overweight, just a bulky guy. And I enjoyed those physical sports, so I liked playing football and I liked playing rugby. There's also a lot of solo sports, things that you can do on your own, things like just biking and hiking, mountain climbing, and then there's also some competitive sports that you can get into. My wife loves to do triathlons and has done a marathon, which I think is just absolutely crazy. But you can also do golf, tennis, and there's other chill sports like that. I had a friend that did kayaking whenever he was in college, and it was a lot of fun. He enjoyed it, and we'd all go out together, and I'd go with him, and it was just something that helped me stay in shape and helped me burn some of those calories that I packed on whenever I was eating large pepperoni pizzas on my own. And so anyway, those are just three things that I found that really helped me out as I made the transition between high school and college. And I think this is something that if you combine these three, not only do they help you out through college too, they help you out through the rest of your life. I mean, these are things that I use daily, especially, like I said, with my finances, and knowing right decisions for making, for doing investments, for doing my financial budget that we do every month, and knowing about insurance. Dave does a good job of covering just about everything. So anyway, guys, the game is coming to an end here. I think my final score was 27-11. I hope you liked it. Like I said, I think that this is a pretty fast-paced and fun way to play the game, and I enjoy it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, feel free to send me a message. As always, feel free to rate, comment, or subscribe, guys. This is the Old School Gamer. I am out. Thanks for watching. Peace.